And then the other thing that you mentioned about the giving, and to me that comes back to this feeling of there's people who look at scarcity, there's scarcity-minded people, and then there's abundant-minded people. And I am not saying that every relationship and every dealing I have, I'm always trying to think abundantly, though I try to have that in the forefront of my mind. But I know some people, when they're, if for instance, I lost a friend of mine because I started putting on my own seminar. He thought that he should be the only one that puts on seminars in this particular marketplace, and which is crazy. And everyone is out to get him, and it's because of the scarcity mindset. And his business keeps slowing down and keeps getting smaller. And for me, the abundance mindset is hopefully that if I can give more and more as far as even the charitable contributions, then I will get back more and more in return, just from the natural law of money.
It is a natural law. It is a law which is a very difficult one for us to accept. In fact, I have told you about my old friend Foster Hibbert, who was an associate of Napoleon Hill.
Right.
And he believed so much in that and lived it in his life and proved it. And when we give, we cannot help ourselves. The universe is a giving universe. You give a seed. If you've got seed grain and you're starving, or you know that this is the only seed you've got to make flour, to do something with, and you're thinking, well, I am going to eat a little today and a little tomorrow. If you take the seed grain and you give it away to the ground, and you make sure it's watered properly, after a while you will have so much grain that you can make all the bread you want. And so you are naturally fulfilling the law of giving and receiving, and in every ancient text it talks about it. But it's not an intuitive law, because we feel that if we give, we will have less.
Right.
If I have $10 and I give away $6, well, then I only have 4. And only is a more deadly disease, because it's called, we can all die of onlyness, because we never can outgive the universe. That's the law. Now, my example is clear. There are friends of mine who said, John, you could be a multi-millionaire within a few months if you want to. Why don't you do that? And I said, yeah, I would like to, but I find what I'm doing more interesting. I'd like to just make a few $100,000 a year, live comfortably, and write some books and talk to people, and maybe do nothing. I just want to have the choice to do nothing if I want to, or maybe go on another trip, or do just bloody well whatever I want to do compared to the early days. It's my choice. How much is enough? I don't know, but take, for example, this year we'll be doing a few things which will create a little bit more affluence. Do I want to make that 1,000 times more? No. Am I not going to leave stuff for my kids? You know what? Let them earn their own. No, of course I'm going to help them a little, but stuff like that. But you are fulfilling the need of other people. You are giving, and this friend that you lost by feeling that he should be doing this, and now if that happened, he wasn't a real friend in the first place. And this is not a competitive universe. This is actually a cooperative universe, because if you put your minds together, you have a mind that's larger, the mastermind principle, that's larger than the two combined. Actually, Napoleon Hill told Foster Hibbert that if you put 2 together, you don't have 1 and 1 plus 2. You've got 2 times 2 times 2. It cubes itself, so you have the force of about 8 people. And if you put 3 together, it's like 27. And so it goes, 4 people together have the force of about 6 to 4. So the mastermind principle works. So if a friend wanted to do what you're doing and you join together instead of having problems with doing it together, it will be better for everybody. It's what I call the Alice in Wonderland syndrome, which I love. It says all have won, and so all must receive prizes.